What's a keyboard shortcut you think everyone should know? Download a program called Super 4. Once installed, Ctrl-Alt-F4 will instantly kill any program, no matter what it is doing, even when a traditional Alt-F4 fails. I highly recommend enabling the Auto Start and Timer Check options. Auto Start should be self-explanatory, and I've had instances where Super 4 couldn't close a game that I was playing. Enabling Timer Check fixed that and I haven't had any issue since. Command-L sends you to the URL bar, which can be used for search. Make a search keyword for YouTube in Chrome with the letter Y. See YouTube results for a search in seconds. With Command-L, Y, then your search term. While you're there, take a screenshot with Command-Shift-4. Or make a bookmark with Command-D. I just want to say that of the 300 Reddit posts I've seen today, this is the best. X200B. Also Shift, Windows, right or left arrow moves the present active window to the coinciding monitor and multi-display setup. Great for moving full-screen games, although if you game you probably know this one already. Some people don't know how to use Control to navigate a document. Holding it down while pressing the left and right arrow keys moves the cursor word by word. With up and down, you can move by paragraphs. Holding down Shift at the same time will highlight along the way. Also, Alt-Tab to switch windows is vital. I like to use Shift Home, or Shift In to highlight one line of text. Also, when I'm really lazy, Alt-Left arrow key to go back on a website, or Alt-Right arrow key to go forward. And we all know Tab moves you forward a bit, but it's also important to realize Shift-Tab takes you back a bit. Back in the day when I was a kid, my friend told me he had to rewrite an essay all over again from memory, because he accidentally selected the entire text and hit some random key. He had spent the entire night rewriting it. And I was shocked he didn't know about Ctrl-Z, or the undo feature itself. Alt-F4. Yeah, we all know it's a joke to tell someone it. But if something is frozen, sometimes a good Alt-F4 can indeed exit the program thing and help you. And it's useful if you're younger and doing something more private and someone walks in and you can just Alt-F4 out of it. LOL. Windows Shift and then the arrow keys up, down, left or right. This moves your active window to other screens. It's handy to find a lost window or move basically any application. I use this at work with the crap I have up at a time. I miss being able to use macros like in WordPerfect to preform any task I choose to program. I wish there was a way to easily enter foreign characters into text like I could do in Windows. Just use the Alt and ASCII table. Alt F4 to instantly close any open windows, and if you're on the desktop you can use it to shut down the computer as well. Win D to minimize all open windows. Control Win left or right arrow key to toggle to a fresh desktop. Windows V. I use this shortcut more than anything else. You can copy and paste multiple things and then select them. Great if you have a lot of different data from multiple sources that all needs to appear in one place. / in Excel will trigger the menu bar, and then the hotkeys for each menu item will be displayed. Whenever I copy and paste, I typically want to paste values, so HVV is committed to muscle memory. Windows key V. After enabling it, it brings up the clipboard to paste. So, instead of having to use Ctrl-V to paste the last thing you copied, you can select whatever you recently copied from the list. Windows key. Period. It opens up an emoji box and lets you quickly add emojis to text. It's really helpful for those of you who text through our laptops, WhatsApp, FB, Insta, etc. Win Shift S. It's a shortcut for Snip and Sketch. This will allow you to take cropped screenshots of anything. You just click and drag your mouse over the selection you want. Windows key plus direction keys. Snaps windowed apps to different sides of monitor, especially handy when for whatever reason an app ends up off screen. Dual monitors plus KVM. Alt F4. I know it is always a joke in the gaming community to mess with people, but do you know how many broken programs etc. have been resolved by this alone? It is a lifesaver. Ctrl-Shift-T opens your most recently closed tab on most browsers. If you do it when you first open a browser on some browsers, it restores every tab from your last session. Using the control button and the mouse scroll wheel to zoom. Whenever my boss is showing a drawing on his screen, he spends like 30 seconds looking for the magnifying glass. Okay, can I ask, how do I disable my laptop keyboard if I want to use a wireless keyboard? I know it's not necessary, just asking. Hoping it's a command key prompt. Ctrl-Alt-Shift-Win-L opens LinkedIn on your default browser in Windows 11, you cannot remove it. It is good to know as a reason to use Linux instead of Windows. Once inside your hard drive, double-click on the System32 folder. Now that you are there, click Ctrl-A on your keyboard, followed by the delete key. F2 to rename a file and Shift-L to delete a file permanently without moving it to the recycle bin first. Be careful with the last one. Ctrl-Shift-V pastes without formatting. Great when you need to copy something from the web without having to reformat it to match your document. On Windows you can open the Task Manager straight away with Ctrl-Shift-Escape. No need to go through the extra screen if that's all you're wanting. F5 refresh browser. F11 maximize minimize window. Control zoom in zoom out. Alt print screen screenshot only selected window. Shift F3 will cycle highlighted text from sentence case first letter of first word capitalized, all uppercase, and then back to lowercase. Alt tab switching between windows, and for Mac alt fuck yourself and give me decent window management without setting up custom shortcuts. Shift right click, copy as path. I use this so often to get a list of file names. I'm amazed that some IT pros don't know about it. If you're working with any kind of system that needs any kind of data entry, tab is next field, and tab shift is previous field. Control backspace. Instead of regular backspace, it deletes a full word. Genuinely use it more than regular backspace tbh. Alt tab will switch windows if someone walks in and you're watching porn. Or you know something unrelated to Fight Club. Shift Windows S. It opens a screenshot feature that allows you to take a screenshot of a specific part of the screen. If you're quoting text while writing a paper or something, Shift-Control-V pastes the text to match up with your font. Alt-B will toggle HDR on Windows. Really useful for turning it on and off by games that support it or don't. Shift Windows S to take a screenshot. Make sure the notifications are enabled for the Snip and Sketch app though. Control-C copy. Control-V paste. Watching someone copy and paste with their mouse is so infuriating. Control-L or Command-L lets you type in the browser search bar without having to click inside the search bar. If you smash all keys at the same time with your face, 10 times in a row, you get a free day off from work. On a Mac, you can click Command-Shift-V to convert and paste from selected font to standard font format. Command-Space brings up Spotlight, which I use to open all my apps. Don't need the dock visible at all. Control-Shift-N for when you accidentally close that other browser window with all your important tabs. Control-Tab to cycle tabs in Chrome or other internet browser. Also CTRL F4 to close the active tab only. R34, put a slash between the R and 34 in your search engine, you will get 34 facts about anything. If you are about to win a game, doesn't matter which, pressing Alt F4 gives you an added advantage. Control in Excel will show formulas inside the cells so you can easily find replace in formulas, etc. If you're in Google Sheets on Mac, you can hit Control Return to start a new line within a cell. Shift Control T will reopen your most recently closed tab in most or possibly all browsers. Alt F4. It's so versatile. It does so many different things in so many online games. Windows key L logs you out and locks your computer. Lot of people don't know that. Alt Tab saved me from a lot of teachers' wrath when I was goofing off in high school. Windows key V brings up the clipboard and saves so much time in some use cases. When he opens a new File Explorer window. Great for copying or moving files quickly. Windows key V pops up the clipboard so you can access previously copied text. On Mac, Shift Apple 4. Can then select anything on screen to copy as image. In Chrome makes a new Google Doc. Makes a new Google Sheet. Windows key Shift S to cut and screenshot a specific portion of the screen. Control-Shift-Alt Windows button L opens LinkedIn for some reason. In school I remember I learned how to quickly close applications with 2 keys. On a Mac, Command-Shift-4. Take a screenshot of a portion of the screen. Windows Shift S opens a snipping tool to take screenshots in Win 10 and 11. Windows key print screen will save the screenshot to your pictures folder. Alt Enter to minimize the tab in game so you can access tabs at the bottom. Windows key L before walking away. Lock your fucking terminal, folks. Windows Tab is better than Alt Tab. Also Windows X is fantastic. I'm a Mac, Shift-4 lets you grab a screenshot of any region. Since I'm not seeing it, Control-C for copy. Control-V for paste. Control-Shift-N creates a new folder. I use it a lot in my job. Alt F4 brings up the scoreboard in any multiplayer game. Control-SHFT in new folder. When D goes straight to desktop. When key Shift-S. A way more better screenshot tool.